surprise! I thought I'd just come by and wish you all a happy new year and give a live update. How special. So grab a cup of coffee if you're in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, you probably want a cold bevy of some description. And I just thought we'd talk, have a bit of a chat. And you can see that I'm still alive. I know I haven't been good with my blog. I know, you know, that happens. That's just me. But some things have happened since I updated you last, and that might have been June or July, so I'm so sorry. Last time I caught you up was when we found out that the radiation hadn't worked, which wasn't fun. Honestly, that was devastating actually, to go through all of that and then to find out that it didn't work. It sucked. So I have been on chemo now. And I know some of you didn't know that, sorry, but it happened really quickly. I went in and saw my oncologist, and then I was going to see a specialist. And so I think we saw my oncologist on the Tuesday, and I was seeing the university specialist on the Monday maybe. And so when we left the oncologist, it was just decided that we'd just leave it, and we wouldn't do anything until we knew what the university specialist, because apparently he sees more desmoids than she did, and she was pretty open that she didn't know what to do. But in between that, on the Friday before I went to see him, she called and said, no, I think you should start taking this chemo. So I started taking it. It was, I think a couple of days, and I wanted to make sure that I could tell everybody that needed to know, like family-wise and stuff. And then I just didn't update the blog because, then life. So I thought I'd explain to you a little bit about what's going on with the chemo, what it is, why I look so fabulous and still have lots of hair. The chemo is called Gleevec or Vec, depending on who you talk to, but it's Gleevec, Gleevec, and I think it's used for kidney and thyroid cancers, and it's an oral pill that I take once a day, every day. So yeah, 3.5 months I've been taking this horrid horse pill, and it makes me, well, at the start, when I first started taking it, it made me nauseous. And so then I had, my good friends to help me with the nausea. And that stopped, but it gave me really bad diarrhea, like really bad. Gross. So we decided for our family what was best for us is that if I take it at lunchtime, so that the worst side effects are through the afternoon. And what was happening was that I would take it, you have to take it with a meal. I would take it with lunch, and then it would take about an hour. And so I would sit around thinking everything would be fine. And then about an hour later it would hit. And then I would, you don't need to know the grossest, but you needed to be near a bathroom, just say. And that would last for maybe an hour or an hour and a half, and then I could finally go and rest. So that's what we did. And then of course the side effects were had worn off mostly by the morning. So we could do something in the morning. Meant that I could still do some things in the morning before I had to take it again. And that meant that I could still do the Bible study that I do, BSF, that I volunteer for, on Tuesday and Wednesday mornings. I could have coffee if I wanted to with friends, if I could organise it in the mornings. And then, I'm pretty cactus. So this is me just after my nap. So the hair's a little crazy. I sleep for about 2 hours, if I can make it. Because now I've kind of tweaked my diet a little so that I'm not as bad, but It's just gross. Let's just put it. It's gross. I don't throw up, which is a huge plus. But I still can get bouts of nausea, and that's just par for the course. So I think one of the reasons that I'm not having such huge side effects is that I take 400 milligrams of this every day, and for people who take who have like it intravenously, they have it maybe once a week, maybe once every 3 weeks. So if I were to take, say, 2,800 milligrams at once, I'm sure it would be gross. So, and the side effects would be much worse. So this is a much easier way to take it. And it's, I had to be trained on how to take it. So I had to have a one-on-one with my very own personal pharmacist. And so my team is just getting bigger and bigger, and it's quite ridiculous when I have a look. I don't know how to describe it, but our medical provider for Australia, it just makes no sense. So anyway, I'm in like a group. So for you here in America, you understand, we're with Kaiser Permanente. So I have a KP website, and underneath it you can email your doctors or anyone who's looking after you. And my drop-down list now is, there's about 10 of them. It's funny. I'm not going to lie. So, yeah, my own personal chemist. I have an oncologist. I still am under the care-ish of the oncologist guy. And you know how well I get on with him. And the oncologist. So I have to have blood work every week. Well, I did for the first 2.5 months, 3 months maybe. Every week I would have to go in and get blood work because, I don't know, I think this can kill your kidneys maybe, or your liver, one of them. Anyway, I go in and they take blood, and it's kind of funny when you go in and the girl taking your blood knows you by name, and we've become kind of friends. It's like your Starbucks barista. You know, they know you by name. Like cheers. It's like cheers, Megan. It's not quite as exciting as that, but I love my blood girl. Okay, if you know about me and my blood, I don't take good blood. My veins are deep and hideous, and I've had lots of times where they've just popped them through and they've had to get other people. But Kia, love her. She gets it every time, gets out all the blood. I don't have to worry about it. Sorry, that's probably gross for some of you who don't do blood, but it's become part of normal life here now. I go and visit Kia, I grab a coffee, we have a bit of a chat, and you go in and out, and it's pretty quick. I have my next scan tomorrow, and that should tell us something. I think we might have to make some decisions if this hasn't done anything this time, whether or not it's worth taking it, because it's a half-life that we've got going on right now, really. You know, if I want to do something, we had a wedding to go to on Friday, so I have to rearrange the whole schedule and what's going on and when I can eat it and when I can take it and how I'm going to be. And I have to be able to get a rest in. I walk like an old lady. It's just, yeah, I'm slow. I kind of wobble a little bit, get a little wibble wobbly if I'm out too much, walk too far. We did trial a cart once. I think I told you about that. That wasn't fun. So I don't prefer that. The pain's okay. I think we've got my medications pretty well sorted for now for the pain. That it's controllable. It's controllable. Like, it's most of the time I'm probably on a 7 out of 10 for pain, but it's just pain. You can you learn to live with it, right? It's just what it is. So you do it. But the walking, which means, of course, I can't run, which makes me very grumpy. And I can't walk. So, I've put on weight. Duh. And that's one of the side effects of this. There was like, I don't know, 20 pounds. 20 pounds, what's that? Like, I don't know, 7 kilos? Is that it? No, that can't be right. Maybe. Anyway, I've moved to pounds because that's what they do here. So sorry, Australia, you can figure it out if you really care. Anyway, it's a stack of weight in about a week from the weight gain, just from the water and putting that poison in your body, because it's not supposed to be, really. I am rambly, I'm so sorry, but I did warn you to grab a cup of coffee first. I know, cheeky, sorry. And I'm not editing this, so you just get me raw. So scan tomorrow, which is Wednesday here. It's Tuesday afternoon here in Colorado, which means I think it's like about 10 o'clock Australia in Geelong time on Wednesday. Yes, Tuesday afternoon here, it's Wednesday morning. So here, Wednesday afternoon, I'll have my scan. Wednesday, I go and see the oncologist. And she just wanted to check up on me, I think, and see how things are going. And then I've got another appointment later on the Friday. I don't know who that's with. I can't remember. Oh, that's bad, isn't it? Anyway, I have another appointment with somebody. Oh, I know. Oh, yes, funny. The original ortho surgeon specialist oncologist chick that fired me, the original one that I had so much trouble getting into way back last year, she's decided she'll see me again because when we went and saw the university specialist guy, his recommendation with his tumour board, which is different than the Kaiser tumour board that my case had gone to before. His tumour board recommendation was that what they should do for the pain, they think that most of the pain is coming because Fred's pushing against the sciatic nerve. So his recommendation was that they should go in and scrape off the tumour away from the sciatic nerve, and then that should clear up all of the pain. So then I had to go and see the Kaiser surgeon. Yes, and he had worked on quite a few desmoids as well, and it was his thought that that wasn't a good option because desmoids like scar tissue and they are slow growing normally. I mean, it's been years for Fred to get to this size, so he didn't think that it was a good idea because once you upset them, for want of a better word, they kind of go berserk and have a bit of a growth spurt in retaliation. So he thinks that if we do that then in 6 months we'll probably be in a worse situation than what it is now. And he was really interesting. I really appreciated him. He was very honest as he can make them. No one really gives you, there's not a direct, this is what you should do with these. No one knows. And as much as they can, they offer their opinion. And it just happens that a few that I'm seeing are giving quite a few different opinions. So his suggestion was basically to leave it alone. He hasn't grown. He thinks that the university specialist actually thinks that maybe there's been a tiny bit of shrinkage. And so perhaps we should just leave what we're doing and just keep doing that. And the best that we can hope for is that he doesn't grow and deal with the pain. But the pain's okay. I can deal with the pain. Like I said, it's just pain. What is problematic is that I have gorilla legs because I can't shave my legs. It's true. I should go get them waxed. I know. Before you tell me there are other options, but this is the situation as it is now. I have gorilla legs because I can't get to shave my legs. I can't. We went to the wedding on Friday. I can't put stockings on. I didn't know this because of how that works. I had to have some help from the husband. He's so sweet. So, I can't. I've got boots that need, the zipper done up. I can't get down to them to put them on, and so I'm just basically wearing slip-on shoes all the time now because I can't get down to put anything on, or really tight shoes or anything like that. I need some help, and I can't walk, so that's one thing. I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and just start walking here. A friend gave me a treadmill in the basement, so I can just walk in the basement and it just start. And that's just going to be what it's going to be. And whether it's 10 minutes and I walk the equivalent of once around the block, then that'll be it. But it needs to be something. I also went and saw a woman doctor. Because things have not been normal since we've been zapped. I won't go into the nitty-gritties, but let's just say things are not normal. And so I went and, got checked out and got all the women's stuff done. But they did take some more blood and check my hormone levels. And I have very good hormone levels for a 64-year-old. I'm not 64. Not even close, really. So, she's been giving me some women juice, some estrogen, which has helped incredibly. So, a lot more energy, just a little bit more pep, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how 64-year-old women feel. I don't know, but it was shocking a little to know that just a little bit of estrogen would make me feel so much better. So there's that. So this next 2 weeks that's it in a nutshell. The next 2 weeks we should see whether the radiation and now the chemo have done anything to kill him. If not, probably the only other thing that we can push on is that there is one drug trial for a pretty heavy duty chemo, but I think we might see if we can get that done. There's not anyone overseeing it in Colorado, so I would have to maybe travel to see someone or get my doctor's approval for them. I don't know. I don't really know how they work. If anyone does, let me know. So I think that's it. I think that's caught you up pretty much. There might be other stuff, but I thought it might be nice for you to actually see that I am alive, still kicking, still being very naughty. I'm sorry that hasn't changed, but there's hope. So that's it. Happy New Year to everyone. And if you like this, just let me know and maybe we can do this a little bit more often. I've promised myself this year that I'll update the blog at least once a week. That might be in writing, and if you like it with a video. They won't all be this long, well, they might be, because doesn't tell me how long. No, I don't know how long I've been prattling on for. If you've made it this far, you're a superstar. I love you. Hopefully I'll get to see some of you at some point. If you're in Colorado here, Thursday or Friday mornings are great for coffee. Give me a call. Otherwise, I will check you all later. Bye.